Hello, bad boys. If you want to win a $50 Amazon gift card, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe to enter our giveaway. Joe Rogan is the man who fits the quintessential Renaissance man mold when it comes to being an all-rounder in different aspects of the entertainment industry. With his utmost confidence and passion, Joe has achieved huge success in his life. Either as a comedian, a host, or as a color commentator, Joe has cemented himself in the hearts of people. While we are mostly aware of his hobbies and work through his podcast, today we will go through 10 things you didn't know about Joe Rogan. 1. Supposed to fight Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes gained stardom through his titular role in the Blade film franchise. However, he was not able to keep the spark around, which led to him failing financially. To make a breakthrough, Snipes thought of fighting in a celebrity bout between him and Joe Rogan. The UFC, which is always ready to add glamour to the show by giving a shot to celebrity fighters like CM Punk, decided to book this fight without any doubt. However, this match never materialized, as Snipes later realized, of getting himself in deep waters with well-rounded jiu-jitsu black belt Joe Rogan. 2. Became a UFC color commentator just to get free tickets for his friends. Rogan was a skilled artist, and his hard work paid off when he got a chance to represent himself as UFC's brilliant commentator. In the year 2001, Rogan was offered the opportunity to fill the spot of color commentator by UFC President Dana White. Rogan initially turned down the offer, as he just wanted to have a drink with his friends and watch the fights. However, in the following year, Rogan joined as a non-salaried commentator, which allowed him to get his friends a free spot at UFC events. He did around 10 to 15 shows before being converted into a full-time UFC employee. Three-album deal with Warner Bros. It is no surprise that such a talented man like Rogan ended up with a 3-album deal with the Warner Brothers. After making his name in the entertainment industry, Rogan got his first album release, I'm Gonna Be Dead Someday, which was a 17-track stand-up comedy bit. However, soon after his first album release, he got an offer to become the host of the show Fear Factor. This put a hold on the work he was supposed to do with Warner Brothers, and later, Rogan felt that Fear Factor had a great potential to bring him success. 4. He is a taekwondo grand champion. Rogan has always tweeted and been open about his throwback pictures of his taekwondo career overall, and kicking the hell out of his opponents. Perhaps, he is known as the youngest to win the US Open Taekwondo Championship at just 19 years of age. What is more fascinating is that Rogan even turned victorious for both the middleweight and heavyweight title as a lightweight. He took home the Grand Taekwondo Championship not too long after starting his fighting career. It would be cool to see Rogan involved in fights inside the ring, rather than just commentating outside of it.
One time, in a fight, in a martial arts fight, I knocked this guy out, he never got up, and I started thinking that could be me. I could die. I was 19. And I remember I never thought about it the same way again. I never thought about hitting someone the same way again.
5. He is a marijuana advocate. Being such an outspoken guy and smoking weed on his podcast, there is no surprise Rogan is a strong supporter of legalizing marijuana or cannabis. He thinks that consuming weed is the same as consuming cheeseburgers. After hosting such documentary films as The Union, The Business Behind Getting High, Rogan's involvement with legalizing marijuana is obvious. Rogan seems to be a die-hard lover of Mary Jane, and even enjoys smoking a doobie before hitting the gym.
I can't even believe that you can't grow this. Like, it doesn't do anything to your consciousness. Zero. It doesn't affect you at all because it's related to pot. It's illegal.
6. Accused Carlos Mencia for stealing jokes. Rogan hates when scripts are stolen, and has often accused Honduran-born American Carlos Mencia of stealing his jokes. In 2007, Rogan, Mencia, and other fellow comedians were invited to the Comedy Store in Los Angeles. During the show, Rogan mocked Mencia, calling him Menstelia for stealing his jokes, without knowing that Mencia was in attendance. This sparked a heated argument between both of them, ultimately resulting in Rogan being later banned from the venue. However, Rogan did not sugarcoat his anger and continued to call out Mencia during radio and television interviews.
You just talk shit. It's easy to say you steal. I could say you steal, but I don't, because I'm not a little.
I stopped for 7 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped for 7 years after I had that dispute with Carlos Molina. Yeah, that was when he was way more popular than me, like especially as a comic.
7. He starred in Hardball and news radio. After landing a television spot on MTV's half-hour comedy in California, Rogan got involved in a bidding war when his manager sent his stand-up bits to a variety of networks. Through this, Rogan got an offer from Disney, starting his first acting gig as a baseball player, Frank Valente, on the TV show Hardball. However, due to the low ratings, Hardball was shut down, and Rogan eventually went on to get a role on a show News Radio, which developed a fan base from 1995 to 1999. Rogan has claimed in his interviews that the role of Joe Garelli in News Radio was a dream job, which allowed him to make his name in the industry, as well as earn him some decent money.
Dave,
I'm here, Joe.
the last guy to touch me like that got thrown through a plate glass window.
8. He is an avid hunter. Hunting and killing animals has gotten something of a bad reputation throughout the years. However, Joe Rogan has never denied his love for hunting and discusses it frequently on his podcast. Rogan is an avid hunter and takes pride in hunting while supporting the Eat What You Kill movement. He likes hunting, butchering, and cooking his own food. Many people of his status would definitely shy away from such controversy, which could get them in trouble and get some hate. But Rogan takes pride in it and shows no signs of stopping.
Joe Rogan is one of those celebrity converts to the Eat What You Kill movement. Rogan says even he is sick to his stomach when he thinks about how meat is made in America.
9. He has vitiligo. You may have not spotted this at all, but Joe was affected with vitiligo for many years. You might confuse the word with the other medical condition, vertigo. However, vitiligo is a long-term skin condition which causes patches of skin to lose their pigments. These affected skin patches become white and have sharp margins. Joe is often seen covered in clothes from head to toe, due to which we could not spot it. But he has stated that he has these patches on his hands and feet.
I have vitiligo, which is an autoimmune disease. It causes you to have these patches where you don't have pigment.
Oh, really?
And this month I had the best results that I've ever had with vitiligo. Like spots filling in. It comes and goes depending upon how well I'm taking care of myself, treatments and stuff like that. But this month, it's I've had all these spots fill in at like a pretty rapid rate.
10. Martial arts accomplishments. Rogan's involvement in martial arts started at the early age of 14, when he took up karate, and then later switched to taekwondo, earning his black belt in it. After becoming a grand taekwondo champion, Rogan got interested in jiu-jitsu, taking inspiration from Royce Gracie. He has thus accomplished a no-gi Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt under Eddie Bravo's 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, and one in gi Brazilian jiu-jitsu under Jean-Jacques Mercado. After becoming a UFC commentator, Rogan has received MMA Personality of the Year award for 6 times, in 2011, 2012, and from 2014 through 2017 by the World MMA Awards. He was also awarded Best Television Announcer in 2010 and 2011 by Wrestling Observer Newsletter. Joe Rogan is a man of many skills and talents, from television show hosting, acting, and now is a most decorated sports commentator. He has achieved massive success in the UFC, and thus carries on his charisma through his Joe Rogan podcast, which has tons of followers. He was an elite fighter, and still may be, but he has gotten that huge stardom even bigger than some of the UFC fighters, which proves his dominance in the entertainment world.
Is she crying? Is she?
Yeah, she's crying.
No, she was. Why won't he help you?
So uncool! They're all against us!
Jonathan,
not
come on
happy.
over here.
I am not happy.
You're the biggest on the planet.
Hey, hey, hey!
doing? What are you doing? You can't assault people. What are you doing?
Oh, but well, you're